I need to talk to the leaders right now, the founders, the CEOs, the people running companies. If you've been telling yourself that AI is something your team will figure out, that you'll catch up eventually, I need you to hear something. You are already behind, and the gap is getting wider every single week. Here's what I see happening in company after company. The CEO reads the headlines. They know AI matters. So they do what leaders do. They delegate it. They tell their marketing person to try ChatGPT. They tell your ops team to look into automation. Maybe they hire a consultant to give them a briefing, and then they go back to running the business. Think about what that means. The most important technology shift of your career and your strategy is to have someone else understand it and explain it to you. That's not leadership. That's a liability. Because here's what actually happens when you delegate your understanding. Your team adopts tools you can't evaluate. They build workflows you can't assess. They tell you it's working, and you have absolutely no way to know if they're scratching the surface or actually transforming the operation. You're making decisions about a technology you've never touched with your own hands. And your competitor, the one who sat down and learned this themselves, they see opportunities you can't see. They move faster, they ask better questions. They know what's actually possible because they've done it. Now, some of you are thinking, I've tried AI, I've played with it, I get the concept. Respectfully, no you don't, not yet. Because there's a massive difference between knowing a tool exists and knowing how to deploy it inside the daily reality of your business. A real business with real teams, real processes, real complexity. Making something work in a demo is easy, or making it run consistently inside an operation that's already moving at full speed, that's where everyone stalls out. That's why most people try AI, get a mediocre result, and go back to the old way. Not because AI doesn't work, but because nobody taught them how to think about it as a system. They learned a tool. They should have learned an architecture. So let me show you how I think about it. I call it the Lego framework. Every AI workflow, every single one, is an assembly of blocks. Each block has one job: research, thinking, writing, creating visual assets, automating workflows, storing knowledge, voice input, building tools. For each job, there are multiple tools you could use. The tool doesn't matter, the block does. When you understand the architecture, when you know what each block does and how they snap together, three things happen. 1, you stop being paralyzed by 1,000 tool options. 2, when a better tool comes along next month, and it will, you don't start over. You pull one block off and snap a better one in. The system stays, you just get faster. And 3, and this is the one that matters most for leaders, you can finally evaluate what your team is doing because you understand the architecture they should be building on. Let me make this real for you. Day 1 of our event, we teach you the blocks. You learn the Lego framework. You master the core capabilities, thinking alongside AI, research at speed, building a knowledge base that every tool in your stack pulls from. Day 2, we go deep into the core functions of your business. You assemble full Lego stacks for sales, prospecting, outreach, follow-up, for marketing, content, ads, campaigns, built with your actual brand. For customer support, for automation, you describe a workflow in plain English and AI builds it for you. And we film you for a digital avatar you can use in AI-generated video. Just like this one of me. You didn't think I was real, did you? Day 3 morning, you pick the one thing that matters most to your business. We coach you one-on-one. You finish it. You walk out with a working asset. Not notes, not a to-do list, a deployed, functioning system. I'm Jonathan Wisman. I've spent 25 years building tech companies worth hundreds of millions. Every day I work on the only 2 things that truly matter in determining whether a business lives or dies: getting the right people and driving revenue. So that's my filter. My filter for AI isn't what's the coolest new toy. It's what moves the needle. We run 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 2 full days and a half-day finisher, over 30 hours of hands-on building. Meals are in the room. We don't stop for logistics. And here's what I'll tell you. By hour 3, your mind will be so on fire about what's possible that you won't want to stop. So we don't. We stay in the room and we build. You'll leave this event with more AI capability than 99.9% of the people you will ever sit across a table from. But more importantly, you'll leave understanding something you can't get from a briefing, a webinar, or your team summary report. You'll understand what's actually possible because you did it yourself. And that understanding, that's the thing that separates the leaders who drive the next decade from the ones who get left behind wondering what happened. The link is right below this video. Go look at the details. I think you'll know pretty quickly if this is for you. By the way, this entire advertisement was created using AI. No, it's not perfect, but it soon will be. And if you let perfection be the enemy of good enough, you'll soon be irrelevant. It's time you update your skills. Join us in Phoenix.